What's going on, my beautiful people? Fernando David here. And in this video, I want to go over something that I personally thought was common knowledge, but the more clients I get and the more I review their accounts, I realize that a lot of you guys are not being what I call proactive host with your listing. And here's what I mean by that. I've said this before, and I'm going to keep beating this drum. On a regular basis, if not on a weekly basis, you should be going into your listing and making small little changes here and there and making sure that you have taken advantage of all the opportunities that Airbnb gives you so that you could list higher on their algorithm. So here's what I mean by that. So here's one of my clients and here's their listings. So when you go onto the main page of your listing, this is one of the first things that you're going to see. If you see anything here, you need to correct this. So for example, it says for this particular listing to add the details of your TV. So in this particular case, it's a 55-inch, does have Roku because it's smart TV, and you hit save and it's going to update that. But all of this should be done, people. You should not leave this out because it's showing that it's incomplete. So the next thing I want you to do is I want you to go into where it says Insights. And then now here, as you can see, is what Airbnb refers to as opportunities. They want you to take advantage of these opportunities that they give you so you can list higher or rank higher within their system, right? Here, 25% of your opportunities have not been completed. And this is so simple to do that I don't understand why people are not taking advantage of this. So for example, this is a basic one now. Now in this particular case, it says 84% of it was done. We're not going to go into it because this is pricing related and it compares the pricing on Airbnb to, let's go into this so you can see what I'm talking about. So here is this particular listing is saying that it is 4% higher on Airbnb than booking.com. Now, for some of you guys, you may be okay with that. I firmly believe that this is fine. If you are in a pricing system, don't touch this one. But nonetheless, there is a few percentage point that you can take advantage of. But now here's the big one. Look, only 44% of my clients' listings are taking advantage of this. Now, here's how this works. You click on it, and it refers to amenities. In this particular case, refers to cookware. Now, I already went through it, but I'm going to show you how it kind of works, right? So you're going to click on it. Because there's so many listings here, I'm going to click on select all. Then I'm just going to go through the ones that do not have a kitchen, so you don't need cookware. And that is going to be the studio. Does not have basic cookware because there's not a kitchen in it, and this studio. Everything else has a kitchen and has it. So we're going to enable that, right? So now if you look at it, now you have 28 of 30 listings are enabled with basic cookware. So it's, as you can see, 96%. You want to be in the 90 percentile or higher if possible. Now here's another one. I mentioned before, you should be pet friendly, right? Here, as you can see, only 70% of the properties, 70% of these properties allow pets. Now, these are the ones that are not pet friendly currently. Now, I see some of these that should be. So we're gonna go in here. I know this one should be pet friendly. These should be, but I know this one cannot be, this one cannot be. This one. Now the reason why these are not pet friendly, these are apartments and the HOA do not allow pets. So you have no choice here. But the rest should be okay. So let's click allow pets. Again, now here's another one. 98% were good. Now, free parking, highlight any free parking. This is another one that I looked through this person's listing, and these should all be clicked off because there's free parking in all of these. Add free parking. So it should be completely done. You should go through all these as I'm doing now, as I'm reviewing this client's listings, and you should take advantage of all of these right here. And the reason why you should have all these checked off and be at least 90% or greater whenever possible, obviously, is because this is what Airbnb is going to use to make sure you're checking all the boxes and that you list higher in their searches. Don't screw this up. It's very important. Here's the other one that I mentioned a lot on flexible bookings. Man, you really need, as you can see, we got 98%. You really need to have that checked off. Here's what we have. We have instant booking checked off. Popular dates are unblocked. That's checked off. We don't want to block those days. So if you are managing for other people and your owners want to block something, I highly encourage you that you educate them. And what we like to do, especially when it comes to owner blockage, is to provide them with the data of how much money they're losing if they're going to block those particular days versus blocking days that are not as profitable, and let them decide whether or not they want to go ahead and lose that kind of money. But first, make sure that you encourage that. Now, we really encourage longer trips. That's why that's checked off. And our availability window is at maxed, right? You got to max that. Again, take advantage of this. Review your listings on a regular basis. Make sure that you have at least a 90 or higher on all these opportunities. Again, this is here for a reason, people. Airbnb wants their hosts to maximize their opportunities because that's how they make money, and they're going to push those hosts that take advantage of these versus those that don't. That's simple. Hope this information was useful. If it was, hit that like button. Subscribe if you haven't subscribed. Follow me on Instagram. I love you guys, and I'll see you in the next one.